Good morning, everybody. Dan here with Dan and Sarah Makers, and thank you for joining us for another garden shed build video in our garden shed build series. So we got a lot of work done yesterday, a lot of the little nitpicky stuff, and we got ready for fascia. The only problem is we didn't have any 2x6 or enough 2x6 by any means to install our fascia. So I need to come out here, I need to grab a log off the end of this particular tree that's behind me. This tree blew over probably about 30% in a windstorm last year, and it's been at a bad angle. So we took it down the rest of the way with the tractor, and we've been using pieces of it from the bottom up. So I need to grab a piece of this. It's going to be a little bit of work to pull it out of the trees because it is wedged in there pretty good. So probably some rigging and some redirects and blocks and stuff like that. So I'll get that down to the mill, we'll saw up some lumber, and we'll see how far we get. There's rain in the forecast. It's been on and off as to whether or not it's going to rain today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to really come down. Part of that whole process was to avoid really scraping all the bark off at ground level of this one Douglas fir tree we've got here. So we've now got the log where we can start to spin it in the correct direction. I think one more pulley redirect, we should be able to get it out in the clear and then go from there. Get off of it, log dog. No. No. But by the time it gets straight there, I should be able to drive back forward, get a chain on it, pick it up and drag it. Tree has a nasty little dog leg right up at the top. That might reduce our yield a bit. Yeah, I see what you mean. You don't necessarily want curved logs. All right, in epic homestead rescue fashion, you notice how the log rolled downhill? That almost like killed everybody, destroyed everything. We're not going to be able to get the garden shed built before winter. We're probably going to starve to death, and all of us are going to be eaten right before we starve to death because the log rolled downhill. So that was big drama. I don't know. Oh wait, no, it stopped rolling. Everything's fine. So we're good. All right, so as you saw, the log was kind of pinned uphill in between multiple trees. I didn't want to just drag it and smear it against the adjacent trunks just because I don't want those trees to get damaged too much. If they do, they do. That tree already got sideswiped by this main tree that we're hauling out of here when it fell. So it's already got some bark damage, but just avoid additional damage. So I used rigging pulleys or blocks and some heavy-duty round slings to loop around the base of some of the adjacent trees. I used steel cable to redirect so that I could pull with the tractor kind of up and down the one road we have, or access point we have here, and get the log moved to where we needed it and then positioned. It's now in a position close enough to where I think I can get the tractor with the front bucket hook points on. You'll see that in one of the videos that came out a little while ago where I welded those on. We'll hook it up with the chain, we'll lift it up in the air, and then just back up out of this trail. as Dan struggles to get the logs skidded out of the woods before the impending snowstorm next month. Nah, don't need to do that. are able to get 9 2x6s and 1 2x4. A few of them are a little bit of wane on the end or bark and stuff like that, so they're a little bit shorter than the 17'7", but that's pretty good. Out of that one section of log, we can do all the fascia on the entire shed, which is cool because that's the stuff that's going to be exposed, and it's all going to look pretty much the same because it came from number one, the same tree, and number two, about the same area of the tree. So yeah, I'm excited. That makes me really happy. I was afraid that we'd have to try and get another log somewhere and try and get just a little bit more 2x6, but this does it. I think that's going to be a day for us out here. It's starting to rain a little bit. It's supposed to rain pretty heavy tomorrow, so I rolled up the tools, got them all put away in the job box and secured. We didn't get a lot of stuff specifically done on the shed, but moving all the scaffolding to the locations where it's going to be usable for the next couple days, and that's a big one. That takes a little bit of work. I did that by myself, so a little bit of grunt labor there. We had to pull the log out of the woods, a lot of redirects, just kind of tedious to do that without tearing up a bunch of additional trees, and then taking it over to the mill and milling it. The really cool thing was we were able to mill enough 2x6 for the entire fascia for the entire building. So that is really cool. So anyways, you can follow us on Instagram at Dan and Sarah Makers, and be sure for YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, share, thumbs up, all that stuff really helps us a lot. So we appreciate that. So we hope these videos inspire you to get out there and do something. And until next time, this is Dan. Have a good one. Bye.